My name is Wade Smith. I'm the superintendent here at Walla Walla Public Schools. As I usually do, I surveyed our principals after that retreat, including your presentation. I asked them to kind of reflect anonymously on what they experienced as they kind of had a chance to sit back and take all that experience in, and their reflection of your impact on them, to basically say, it's okay that I sometimes don't feel okay. And especially as an administrator, as a superintendent, as a leader of any organization, we always have to put on that face, right? That we're good, that we're okay, that we're strong. And sometimes we're not. Sometimes we do struggle, and it's good for our administrators, our principals, to be reminded of it, that they are not superhuman. They are human too. They feel like anyone else. They struggle through situations like everyone else. So I think what it has done since that time together in your message, Greg, it's allowed them to be more vulnerable with each other, right? To be able to take off the cape every now and again and say, you know what, colleague, elementary principal colleague, high school colleague, I'm struggling with this. Have you struggled with this? And really has opened up that dialogue in a much more, again, vulnerable way for us to really get to how we can solve some of these challenges together and move past. Greg, as you're aware, as our nation's aware, the pandemic has extremely disrupted, our school system, and that's had an impact, on just the mental health and the well-being of principals, of teachers, of support staff, of bus drivers. And, the one driving factor as we think about moving beyond the pandemic, climbing ourselves out of this challenging time we found ourselves in, is making sure that people are in the right headspace to be able to achieve at their highest levels, again, being there to support our kids who need us now more than ever. And if our adults aren't in the right headspace, there's no way we're going to perform at high levels to make sure every kid reaches their full potential. I had a chance to hear you at Rotary. I watched you on that TEDx Spokane. Was blown away by your message. Just that WorkHappy message, and there's something, I don't know, so simple, but just unique, and just it passes the idea on that again, the idea of just our mental state, our reflection of that, and our self-awareness of that can have such an impact as we outward face our kids and our parents and each other. I'm going to recommend our principals look at working potentially with you, Greg, coming into our building and offer the same sort of message to our teachers, who really are the boots on the ground people doing incredible things every single day. This probably better than anyone. They feel and see that secondhand stress every single day. They see their kids that are struggled so immensely as a result of the pandemic, and they take that on as teachers, just like our building principals take that on as well. And they need that message as well to make sure that they are in that right space to be able to create connections with kids, relationships with kids, and be in a situation where they see themselves successful and thriving.